One of the best-smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Today, we continue with a terrific matchup in the divisional round. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen with you. That's Harrison Butker. Set to get things started. Off we go from Arrowhead. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with the Boise State product, Ashton Jeanty. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 6. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That's complete to the rookie's 2nd-round pick. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well. Here's a handoff to Jeanty. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Jeanty, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Jeanty. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground. Man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Once again, it's Jeanty. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. Now this time they'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to Jeanty. This one will be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
7th play of this opening drive. And here's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. It'll bring up 4th down.
For the Raider field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, KC.
Third down and short, you decide to hand the ball off. What you're really telling yourself is just pick up enough yards to reset these downs. But in this case, the back had a whole lot more in mind. He saw the crease, and he hit it, and it led to a big gain.
On the ground, that is Brashard Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They face second down and 7.
Yellow!
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Here's Gibbs. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Move back to the 10. They'll try here on second and goal. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, KC.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, just buying a little extra time, waiting for his man to uncover on the back of the end zone. And then it just becomes, let's rip it and throw that ball in that window. It might not stay open for long, but he puts it right where it needs to be. Touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off 4th and City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he'll catch nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
36 yards.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 9. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Third down, 3 to go. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
It's the score. Chiefs 14, Raiders 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Right back to the air following that pick 6. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
It's a big up 6, which brings up 2nd and 4.
1 quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. They have it 2nd and 4 coming up. Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side. And he's into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Chiefs. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be written out of bounds after a gain of 6.
So certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
On the toss to Jeanty. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Gain of 7. First down, Las Vegas.
Now they'll set up to throw. Throw here down the field. It will fall. Incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jaden Hicks.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Yellow! Attack, attack! Hey, 40!
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he is gone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs stretch it out. Leading now by the score of 28-3.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call.
Let's go now!
He'll look to throw. To the right side, hauled in by Myers.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. if you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton.
And Mike, and as bad as things seem, especially after that last play, the key to playing quarterback in this league, if you're going to allow bad plays to lead to more bad plays, you're not going to last very long. So it's the value of, hey, can you win the next play? And then the play after that. Those are the guys that really make it in this league, and we're going to get a good test of it right here.
And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will add one more onto their big lead.
Chiefs 35, Raiders 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down. For the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And the defense finds the end zone. Great work inside by the linebacker, who takes it back the other way for the touchdown.
Yeah, he just never saw the linebacker in the middle of the field, Mike, and the quarterback was locked in on his receiver. And once that ball came out of his hand, I think he wanted it back.
Here's Butker now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chiefs add on to their already sizable lead.
42, Raiders 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Straight ahead now with Genty. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
He'll push forward for about a yard. Noel Williams is there to bring him down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. And the rush is going to get there. He goes down. They were taking a big risk going for it from their own territory. It does not pay off. And it's a turnover on down. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. Finding room to the 20. And he will get into the end zone. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Kansas City. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs stretch things out even further.
Raiders 3. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Okay, ready? Ready?
Here's Gentile. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Keep it on the ground with Gentile. And this is going to work out a little better. He'll get 9 on that one. But they're going to need to convert on third down.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
He'll try to pick it up with Gentile. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. Able to convert. It's 3rd and short, and they pick up 4.
And with the ball on your side of the 50, if they didn't pick it up there, I think it would have been really interesting, Mike, to see if they would have thought about going for it on 4th down. I think they would have, but I guess we'll never know because he's able to pick up the first down anyway.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion, Besh. Will show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll turn and hand this one off. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry.
You can tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. but the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Yellow. Right side.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. That's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
Yellow. 180.
So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here. The third quarter underway. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shake the ball. Go, go, go.
It is 2nd and 9.
15. Yellow. Right side.
They'll go again with Swift. Room to run past midfield. And he is going to run it all the way down near the red zone. What a run by Swift to gain a 43 yards.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
On the ground, it's Swift. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Yellow. Right side.
Now give to Davis. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come 4th down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up 1st and goal.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal.
Right side.
Davis Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3.
Pick up with 2. Brings up second and goal.
Ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. Swift will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown. 2 choices down there. Either work it up inside or use that speed to the edge. Hey, Greg, he's able to sneak it in for the touchdown.
Down here this close, Mike, there's a lot of bodies in there tight. So oftentimes, if you can get the back on the edge, they can rely on that speed, and that's exactly what we saw here. He wins the race to the pylon, and he's rewarded with 6 points.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Here on the ground. And he gets this up close to the 40. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Here's second and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And we'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. Second and 10. They'll stick with him again. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
Third down and 9.
Third down and 9. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Third and 9.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signal for and take.
Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
15.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
2-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Here's Davis. They get 15 on that game. And the Chiefs have a first down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9.
Yellow.
They'll go again with Davis. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
So on 4th down, Matthew Hayball out to punt. Sims now to return it. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game.
Got it. Ready? Set. Hey. Ready.
Will start on the ground, and the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
It just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. There's a handoff out of the gun, and they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here, and now it's going to be 3rd down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Third and 11. We'll try to get this one on the ground. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Raiders send their punt team out, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Fair catch will be taken out near the 35-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Yellow, 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 yellow. What's that?
On the handoff, it's Davis. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. It is 2nd and 6.
43. Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Oh, right side.
On the grab once more, it's Davis. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On 3rd down, here's Swift. Chiefs will punt the ball away. The punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. Wow, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal. They'll run with Swift, and he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. So this